Bonjour tout le monde. Today we are talking about les pronoms objets directs or direct object pronouns in French. So let's get going. First, we're going to review a couple of different vocabulary terms that are important to know when we're talking about object pronouns. So we've already learned what a subject is. The subject of a sentence or of a verb in general is the person or the thing that is doing the action of a sentence. So this is the doer. The verb is the action, so what is being done in the sentence. And the object, which is very important to talk about today, the object is who or what is receiving the action, the receiver of the verb action. Then we're going to be using pronouns today. So the pronoun is a word that's used to replace a noun to avoid repetition. I'll show you some examples of object pronouns that we're going to be using today. We have already learned about some pronouns. We had learned subject pronouns like je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, and il, elle, plural. Today's specific focus is direct object pronouns. These are words that are used to replace the object that is directly receiving the action in order to avoid repetition. Now that might sound like a lot of mumbo jumbo right now, but we're going to really get into this and break it all up with some sentences. So first, we need to review the general sentence structure of a French sentence. And we're talking about pretty basic sentences right now. Our example sentence is Marianne et Marie aiment manger les frites, donc la mère de Marie fait les frites suivantes. So we have our subject, verb, and object that we're going to be identifying. First, we'll start with our subject. Remember, this is the doer of the sentence. So our subject, we have two clauses in this sentence. Everything before the comma and everything after the comma. Those are two essentially function as two separate sentences. So for our first half of the sentence, Marianne et Marie, they are our subject. For the second half of the sentence after the comma, la mère de Marie is our subject there. So what we often will be doing with object pronouns is we're taking the object of the sentence and we're replacing it so that we can avoid that repetition. Okay, so first we look at our subject. Now we look at our verb. In the first sentence, first half of the sentence, we actually have two verbs. We have aime and manger. Remember, in a French sentence, when you have two verbs, the first verb is conjugated and the second verb stays in the infinitive. So aime manger is our verb. So Marianne et Marie aiment manger les frites. So that is our first half of our sentence. The second half, donc la mère de Marie fait les frites suivantes. That is our verb fait. This is our, Marie's mom is making frites, fries, often. And our verb there is fait. We only have one verb in the second half of the sentence. And our final thing to identify is our object. Remember, our object is the receiver of the action of the verb. So in our first half of our sentence, we know that Marianne and Marie are doing the action of liking to eat fries. And what they are liking to eat is the fries. So the fries are receiving the action of be liking or like to be eaten. So les frites is our object for the first sentence. Really, to identify your object, you have to find your verb and then figure out what is getting the action of that verb. So what is being verbed? That's the receiver of the action or the object. For our second half of our sentence, les frites is actually repeated. It's still the object for the second half of our sentence. And this is the perfect opportunity to use a direct object pronoun because we say les frites twice in one sentence. Object pronouns help to replace that object so that we don't have to repeat it. Instead, we'll just use an object pronoun. An example in English would be it or them. So with our sentence, Marianne et Marie aiment manger les frites, donc la mère de Marie fait des frites suivantes. We're saying that Marianne and Marie like to eat fries, so Marie's mom makes fries often. So we could actually just say Marie's mom makes them often. So let's talk about how to do that in French. So remember, object pronouns, they help to clean up the regular sentence structure to avoid repetition. Now, first thing that you're going to do when you are trying to use an object pronoun, you're going to identify the object to be replaced. So in this sentence, and I mean like, duh, you're not going to ever do this in speaking. You're not going to like identify the object and replace it. But this is just to get the sentence structure down. So first, let's identify the object being replaced. Remember, the object is the receiver of the action. And we have already identified it as les frites, which is repeated from the first part of the sentence to the second part of the sentence. The second thing that you are going to do is you're going to identify the person of the object and then the gender of the object. When I'm talking about person, I mean first, second, or third person. First person, meaning that the speaker is involved. Second person, meaning that the speaker is speaking to somebody else or a group of somebodies directly. And third person, it is the speaker is speaking about somebody else or somebody's else that are not involved in a conversation. Now, fries, is fries an I or we? Is fries a you or y'all? Or is fries an it or them? And it's a them, so it's third person. Okay, and then we need to know the gender or the number. So the gender would be masculine or feminine, and the number would be singular or plural. When we have a plural object, you actually don't need to know the gender, which is kind of nice. So you can see that les frites is plural because we have a plural article and frite ends with an S. Next step would be to replace that repeated object, so this right here, with the appropriate object pronoun. Here's our list of object pronouns. You can see we have first, second, and third person, then we have singular and plural. If you recall, in our sentence here, we had les frites, and we identified that that was third person because it's another thing or a person that's being talked about, and that it's plural because we have multiple frites, we have multiple fries. So if it were first person, we'd be saying me or us, so me or nous. If it were second person, you'd be saying you singular or y'all, te or vous, and then him, her, or it, le, la, l'apostrophe, or them, les. So for our purposes, remember, les frites was third person plural, so les right here is the object pronoun that you would use to replace that after it was already mentioned in the first half of the sentence. So you're going to replace the object with the appropriate object pronoun according to its person and gender, meaning les. So you see in the first part of the sentence, we just leave it be simply because we have to mention whatever the thing is first before we can use an object pronoun. So we have les frites is the repeated object in the second half, and we can replace that with les. Now we're not done. The last step, the fourth step, after you've found the object and you've replaced it with an object pronoun, you're actually going to put the object pronoun before the verb giving its action. Now, there are a couple of times when you might have multiple verbs. So you have to think which verb is giving the action to the object. So here, if we go back to our original sentence, Marie fait les frites souvent, la mère de Marie fait les frites souvent, our action is Marie's mom making the fries often. So we're going to take that object pronoun les and put it before the verb that gives it the action. Therefore, it is before fait right there. Okay? Now, to kind of review all of this, first we identify the object to be replaced. Then we figure out the person and the gender of number of the object. And third, we'll replace the object with the appropriate object pronoun. And finally, you put that before the verb to which it gives the action. And remember, you're going to want to have this chart in your notes. These are all of the direct object pronouns. So those are your only options for replacing an object with an object pronoun. Note, if you're writing a sentence in which you're not replacing an object, so like you're saying he hit me or I love you, those are just, you're going to find the appropriate object pronoun for me and place it before the verb or you. Okay, so right here you can see that. She hits me, elle me frappe. He hates her, il la déteste. So, it just works. You just find that object pronoun. But when we are replacing it from having already mentioned it, we're going to follow those 4 steps. Now, the à bouffer. What you're going to do is you're going to find the object in the sentence that is repeated and replace it with the appropriate object pronoun. So let's go through number 1 together. We have Jobab adore les feux d'artifice parce qu'il achète les feux d'artifice chaque année. So in the first part, this is our first clause before the parce que. We know Jobab is our subject because Jobab is doing it. Adore is our verb because he is adoring. But what is he adoring? What is our object? It is les feux d'artifice, so the fireworks. Then, in our second half of the sentence, we're saying parce qu'il achète les feux d'artifice chaque année. So, il is our subject because we're actually using a subject pronoun there, replacing Jobab. The action is achète, buy. Okay, and then our object is still les feux d'artifice because they're what are being bought. So, having identified my object in the second half of the sentence, I know that les feux d'artifice is what I need to replace. So I'm going to follow my 4 steps. I identified the object to be replaced. Next, for les feux d'artifice, I need to know if this is first, second, or third person. So les feux d'artifice, is that a me or we? No, it's not. So it's not first person. Is that a you or y'all? No, it's not. So it's not second person. Is that a they or it or them? It is. So this is third person, les feux d'artifice. So then I need to know the gender and the number. Well, les feux d'artifice right here, we don't know the gender because if we look at the article, it doesn't tell us the gender, but it does tell us the number, which is les, plural. So I want third person plural right here, les. So I'm going to replace the object, les feux d'artifice, with just les. So I get rid of all of that, and then I have the word les, L-E-S. And then finally, I'm going to place my object pronoun before the verb giving its action. So remember, in the second half of the sentence, achète is our verb because it's buying the fireworks. So we're going to put les before achète. So it should be Jobab adore les feux d'artifice parce qu'il les achète chaque année. And that is how we are going to do that for the next 4 questions going down. Okay, make sure you write this in your notes and we'll go over it together. À bientôt!